Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello, guys. How's it going? This is M3 again. So we have a couple topics here today. I'm not gonna really list them. I think we're just gonna kind of
Get into them.
get into them,
Okay.
and then mixing in a little bit of just kind of what we've been doing type things because it's
Mm-hmm.
still, as everyone knows, stuck inside COVID and everything. So
Yep. This.
we have a little kind of doing a mix of styles of what we've been up to, what we've been doing from the
Mm-hmm.
and actually getting into a little bit of media slash gaming news like that we have
Mm-hmm.
that we're supposed to be talking about, supposed
Exactly.
to, quote unquote. So yeah,
Supposed to be talking about because we are a reliable news outlet. Unlike where
yes,
our
you.
first topic comes from today. No, just kidding. So this thing. Okay, Davis sent me this like 5 minutes before we started filming this. I
Mhm.
don't know what to make of it because it seems like it's a joke.
Well,
I can't see it
y-
other than as a joke.
well, we can. Okay, well, you can't play it,
We can't
but
play it, but we can show the title and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
the the title of this thing is Ezra Miller appears to chokeslam woman gets kicked out of bar.
Hmm.
So, can't really. Well, we can play it. We could play it.
Um,
No, I
I
guess
don't know
it's a
if you can.
copyright thing. But
Yeah,
anyways,
copyright YouTube.
yeah. So, anyways, TMZ, fucking Ezra Miller chokeslams
Mhm.
woman. That doesn't make any sense. I've watched the
And
video, and from what it seems like, it seems really staged. Reason being, okay, here's what I know from the video. Number one, he did it like super duper lightly, and it didn't seem too threatening from my point of view. Number two, the lady was smiling the entire time it was happening.
mhm.
So I don't usually know choke victims that smile a lot unless they're into that sort of kink in the bedroom. But I digress. It's usually not smiling. And number three, it does the classic. Oh yeah, I'm filming this really important event, yet for some reason I fucking mishandle my phone and I just go like that. See, you hear that? That was an actual fumble. So, like, those three things just make it seem like it's fake. And number four, it's fucking TMZ. I don't know many news
Yeah, I
stories
don't I
that
don't know if
come
that's
out of T.
the
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if that's the original source, but that's just one where I found it where it's because when I searched it, the first thing that showed up was him like apologizing. I was like, I wanted to actually get the
Yeah.
video of it,
Mhm.
so that's just the source that I
Oh, so
got it
he
from.
did
But yeah,
apologize. Was it like
apparently
real?
I didn't watch the apology video. I just showed up on the Google search. Um,
I can't imagine that.
the
Like.
thing is about this is that it's kind of weird because like even though he's not a super high end celebrity, he's at least like right now he's basically known. Obviously, he's known as the Flash from DC.
Mhm.
So, and it is just a quick little like 20, 23, 25 second long clip, however long it is.
Mhm.
Um, so there's no context or anything like that. And it's just and the fact that like and it's shot in this perspective, it's like instantly uploaded online. Like it's almost as if like they're whoever did it is just trying to get Ezra in trouble
Mhm.
for one, and but as an individual, you shouldn't be doing something like this in public anyway,
Mhm.
and even more as a celebrity figure. Just even if you're joking around, like if you're in public doing this type of stuff, and if especially since it is like a fan or anything like that,
Yeah.
like you have to know that as a celebrity, as a known someone that's especially playing like a superhero character, it's not this isn't super aggressive, but it's still things that it's like where you'll get in shit for doing stupid little things like this, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Right. So
So
it doesn't make much sense, but I did find an article by Just Jared. I don't know how well this is actually translated or like how well this is actually like real or not. But according to this article, it was real. It was serious, and it wasn't a joke. apparently a bunch of fans at the bar were being quite pushy, and then he lost his temper and then goes for the throat. I don't know how much I believe that because I feel like there's not many people other than like Homer Simpson whose first reaction is, "Let me choke the fuck out of this person because they're not respecting me." Like that.
I don't know, but if you're drinking, that's may not be.
That's true. That is
That's,
true.
so
Fucking goes for the
it's
throat.
yeah. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Mhm.
It's just weird. Like again, regardless of whether, well, I guess not regardless, because if it is real, it's worse than if it was joking.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you shouldn't be doing that type of shit.
Mhm.
It's
So
person like
yeah, but also like
I don't know.
this website has such articles as Khloe Kardashian might never date again, confirms.
Oh,
Jake
okay.
Paul says Julia Rose dumped me for this reason.
Oh, super
So like
clickbaity
super
articles.
clickbaity
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Fuck you, Jake Paul. Let's just get that out of the way. Fuck you. Like every person deserves love, but like you also fake married Tana Mongeau, so that one's on you. That one's on you. That we're gonna just get past that. But yeah, I
You just
just
had to throw that out there.
yeah, I'm just gonna give a go. Fuck you to Jake Paul, and we'll be on with our way. So yeah, it just seems really stupid. I like the fact that everyone's being well. I don't know. I have no idea what to say because it's like it seems fake to me
Hmm.
because it would make more sense if we got more than 8 seconds of a clip. But of course,
Hmm.
this is TMZ. That's probably all they got because I don't know, someone fucking fat fingered it and just went and fucking threw their phone somewhere because apparently nobody can record. Like, how hard is it when you're not part of something? Like, you see this all the time in like movies and on news reports and stuff, or like even in other videos that are more clearly orchestrated, where you see like 8 people going like this and being like super steady holding. They're not going like, and then they have like their thumb over the camera and stuff like that, and they're like moving it around. When even when like other people are fighting and stuff like that, other
Hmm.
people can hold the camera like this. You're not part of the kerfuffle unless someone pushed you over. In which case, I understand it could like, but from my point of view, it seems fake.
Especially since everyone has their phone in their hand nowadays,
Exactly,
and
right? How do you
it's
not get a
pretty
clear
easy.
video?
Yeah, on most phones, you have either access, like mine, for example, I can double tap this button, it will open it automatically.
Mhm.
Like, it's really easy to get to the camera.
Yeah.
Or I think on iPhones, all you have to do is swipe. Like, so there's no reason to like rush. I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, if that person's camera operator is drinking, but why is there only just the one footage of it? If you're in a bar, people are fighting,
Mhm.
multiple people are gonna have their phone out recording.
Exactly, for insurance purposes, and because it's like, oh hey, it's Ezra Miller, and like,
Mhm.
where were the people Ezra Miller were with? Were those the people that dragged him out? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Was he by
exactly. That's
himself?
the thing is that
And
I
also,
think part of this is just to create rage for whatever reason.
and like, why are they at a bar? Like, this was 2 days ago, right? That's when this happened.
I'm guessing so. It just showed up recently.
4
Yeah,
6 2020. So yeah, 2 days ago. So
yeah.
you're telling me that Ezra Miller, in good conscience, went to Iceland at 6 p.m. to go to a bar
When
and
you're not supposed to be
when you're not supposed
doing
to be
things
going
like that.
exactly, right? You're supposed to, be at home if you're gonna drink, which I've also heard is a thing that they're shutting down alcohol sales due to this COVID-19 shit. Which,
Hasn't
eh,
happened here so far,
I think
at
it's gonna
least.
start happening here. But if it does start happening here, dude, you already know I'm gonna go stock up on some cider and maybe
Sake.
sake. No.
I don't know.
Oh, you mean
I don't
like
know.
the
I just
soju?
soju. Yeah.
Yeah, nope, not soju. I listen. I like my soju, but that shit, ugh, that wrecked me. But dude, I'll get some like cider and shit like that and just stock up. But yeah, like why are
Yeah.
you going out to a bar, Ezra Miller? Like this whole thing just doesn't seem to make any logical sense. And then the fact that it was on TMZ makes it seem like it's even less logical. So I'm just gonna put this as fake for right now. I'm gonna label this as fake. That's it. I don't think it's
Mhm.
real. I think it's stupid. And if it is real, then holy shit, people, you need to get whoever filmed this for the 8 seconds that it was filmed. you really, really have to get better with your phone. I'm sorry. But who knows? Maybe that person just like has a disability or something, in which case I apologize. But like, I don't know. It
Yeah.
just
I don't
doesn't
know.
make any sense.
It's just a weird thing. It's kind of been going around a little bit, so I figured we can talk about it a little bit, get your opinion. And
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised on your opinion. Normally, you're the type of like when people do weird random shit like on Twitch or something like that. You're normally the one that's like, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
But no,
usually.
like,
I
but
don't know. It
you're
just this one just seems super
kind of
fake.
defending it. Yeah.
Like the thing with most people on Twitch, like I'm gonna go back to Alinity because Alinity's a scumbag. The chick who threw her cat over her head and fed it vodka and stuff like
Mm,
that. That
right.
was super clear quality images and super clear quality videos. So we have the evidence to prove that she was doing this on purpose and that she's a bad pet owner and stuff like that. This one's 8 seconds of random crap filmed on like some 1997 flip phone that doesn't make any logical sense of why someone has that in this day and age, unless like they're a drug dealer. I don't know. But, you know, satire, by the way. I know some people still use flip phones in this day and age. It's satire. It's satire, idiots.
Hmm.
So, yeah, like, I will agree. It's like, yeah, I could be saying Ezra Miller, but it just doesn't seem real enough for me to say fuck Ezra Miller. Like, I hope the woman's okay, and if it's play fighting, then fine. Like,
Hmm.
maybe that's an inappropriate place to do it because, you see how people got involved and people took this out of context and stuff like that. But if it's real, then yeah, fuck you, Ezra Miller. What the fuck is wrong with you? I can I can't even see people getting angry while they're drunk. I've only been super happy when I'm drunk, but
Oh,
that
people different. Yeah, people
exactly.
react a
People
lot
react
differently.
differently. So I could see it happening, but I don't know. Fucking TMZ. It just doesn't seem real to me.
Hmm.
It just seems stupid. I'm just gonna be I'm just like a broken record at this point. I'm just gonna be saying the same
Yeah.
shit over again.
Yeah.
Also,
Fair enough.
fuck you, Alinity. I'm glad that your cat bit you. Did you see that? The cat bit back or whatever? Like
No.
she was singing and the cat bit her in retaliation. So it's like, wow, that's the sign of a bad pet owner if you've had this cat for like 3 years and then it starts attacking you.
Mm.
So, yeah, that
Alrighty then.
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't feed your cats vodka, everyone. That's a bad decision. I'll get you banned. Oh, hey, on to the gaming stuff. Shall we get in with the controversial thing? The thing that you
Yeah.
like and I don't. So,
Which is weird.
which is really weird, yeah. So, let me put this on full screen. So we got the image for what the PS5 controller is officially going to look like, and it looks
Mhm.
like this. And I hate it. I absolutely hate this design. Reason being is that this thing exists. It looks exactly like it. The only thing that's different is the D-pad. Alright, hold on. D-pad here and the analog stick up here are completely different locations.
Mhm.
Okay? That's the only thing. And it has a touchpad. It has a slightly bigger touchpad. I will give it that. The bumpers look okay, but
Mhm.
the color scheme of it is just awful. The body design of it, terrible. Like if I wanted an Xbox, like a controller that looked like an Xbox controller, I'd get an Xbox controller. I like the old PS4 controllers. I like that design. It's sleeker, it's smaller, it's
Mhm.
compact, it's a good design. The touchpad was integrated really, really well with it. They have like the microphone port at the bottom. It, it just made sense, and I don't understand why they would go away from this and more towards this. And I can maybe kind of get it because it's like the Xbox controller is more well known and it's more comfortable in some people's hands, but it's like
Mhm.
at this point you're kind of losing your identity. You okay there?
Yeah, I get random phone calls
Yeah.
from the government for random like non like
No, it's
yeah, it's all
scams.
good.
It's scams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So if you get random
Sorry,
phone calls
continue.
from random numbers you don't know, report it, block it, be done with it.
Mhm.
Because I've gotten tons of phone calls. I've got like 4 or 5 today. I was at work. I'm watching
Especially now
community.
with COVID, trying to sell freaking
The yeah,
antidotes and
yeah,
stuff like
exactly
or
right. The cures.
vaccines is the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, listen, if there was a cure for it, we'd all get it for free. So don't spend your
It's
money. Don't get scammed. Don't think, oh, I've been in contact with the so and so person that they say on the phone. I need to go give money or go get checked or something like that. Just if you're having symptoms or you know of someone that has symptoms, maybe you should go get checked. Maybe they should go get checked. But don't listen to these people on the phone calls. Just pay attention to the news, government officials, doctors. Listen to them, because when a cure comes out, unless you live in America, because Donald Trump is probably going to monetize this, you will have a cure for free.
Mm.
Easy peasy. Just, we're going to leave it at that. But anyways, I want to
Yeah.
get your thoughts on the PS5 controller, because you are completely different than I am.
Well, so as I've stated before, I am a PlayStation fan over Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, I do like the classic PlayStation controller. Like it's been generally the same PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. It's been basically the same. Added the touchscreen from PS4, and they've just innovated, changed it slightly
Mm-hmm.
throughout the years. And I don't know, I've liked it, but is this motivation enough for me to get a PS5? No, definitely not.
Nope.
I don't know. I like the look of it. Like yes, you're right. It is similar to the Xbox controller very much.
Mm-hmm.
But it still has obviously the same shape, the same kind of feel as PlayStation, and I think just how it looks right now, because it just looks like it'd be, I don't know, like there's like grips on the inside and everything and stuff like that, like right around like
Mm-hmm.
this area of your hand.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be pretty a little more comfortable to hold.
Yeah.
And like the buttons, everything. Like the only thing that's kind of annoying about it, just by the images that I'm seeing right now, is the triangle, circle, square, X.
Yeah.
They seem a little bit further apart than regular, so it would be a little more difficult to do
The
certain
button press.
combos or something like that if
Mm-hmm.
you're used to it. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but just based off the image, it looks a little bit more difficult. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks kind of sleek, and I have a feeling, and it's just a good kind of like innovation. I think instead of just doing the exact same thing over and over again, they're trying something a little bit new. And yeah, I don't know. It looks
It looks you're
neat.
yeah, you like it. I, however, despise this. So, yeah. I don't know. I just think that they're kind of losing their identity. Like I get that they want people to be happy and they want to like have the most comfortable gaming experience. I get that. I get that. But like you're losing so much identity here and it,
Fair enough.
it just looks like you're copying. It looks like a shittier version of an Xbox controller, which I think is a lot of people's reactions, or at least some
Mm.
people's reactions. Like I showed it to a few friends and like, this is awful. And it's not even like imagine the size didn't matter. The color scheme of this is, yes, a dick joke. Haha, penis. Like
Sorry.
imagine the dick joke wasn't there. Imagine the size didn't matter about your dick. The color scheme of this controller is awful. God awful. Like
Oh, there are different.
black and white works. Look, you see this? This is black and white. It works. This is stylish. Buy intotheam.com. Buy my shit. Not my shit. Buy this shit. So this looks good. This, however, does not. It looks like someone was like painting it white and then they accidentally got like a black spot on it and they were like, "Well, I guess we need to find a way to make this work." It looks like a shitty Xbox line design labs like one. And I've seen some really shitty designs from Xbox Design Labs. Like
Mm.
they're awful. This looks like it was made by like someone who doesn't know design very well. Just was just like, yeah, I'm gonna give you this
Well,
project. You
you
make it
can still get basic white
like
or
can
basic black. I mean,
if you could get a
and
basic black, that's fine.
yeah,
But also, where are the colors on the triangle, the circle, the square, and the X? It's not a cross, PlayStation. Stop trying to make it so that you're so unique. It's an X. This is an X.
they
Okay?
haven't had colors on. Well, it depends on what controller. Because
It depends on the controller.
my PS4 came with one without colors on the symbols.
That's weird. Mine always did. My one
Yeah,
that I
because
got with it
I know
and the gold that I
PS3 and
have.
PS2 did, but my PS4, like you can get, depends on what version of PS4 you get. It either has the The
Hmm.
colors are, I think that's what I'm kind of like looking around for because now you're making me think about this.
Yeah.
Trying to
It,
find my controller
you try to find the
so I can
controller.
look. So, but I'm not gonna go searching for it. But if it was right next to me, I would. But
Yeah.
apparently, it's oh, there it is.
There you go. I
Found
was
it.
I was gonna try and find a picture of it for
Oh
you online.
no, never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It
See,
does have the colors
you're
on it.
wrong. Wrong.
Yeah. See, like I don't know. Like I said, I am used to this. I do like it, and but I do like Xbox. I'm not. I get, but me not being a gamer, it's not gonna affect how I play too often
Hmm.
anyway. So.
Yeah. Like, I just like this design of the PS4 controller. It's like, it's sleek, it's unique, the buttons are close, there's color to it, it's nice
Mhm.
and, like, it's all unified, and, like, the white is more of an accent than it is, like, a four color. And I'm not saying that white can't be, like, the primary color. It's just that it needs to work super duper well with whatever you're creating.
Mhm.
Like this. This is a perfect example. This is primary
Just
white.
keeps on
I'm gonna
lifting it.
keep going to it because it's a perfect example. It's primary white, but look, there's black all over it, and it's like supposed to be represented. It's supposed to representing fucking the rice gum.
Women's rights.
The rice gum is fucking pulling out of me. Do you hear this shit? It's like rice gum is like it's representing, not representing. And I said representing because I'm dumb, but
Oh.
representing like there's white and black, and the black is representing stars and this like galaxy and stuff like that. This controller doesn't represent anything but shit. It's shit. It looks like shit. Like there, why is there so much underglow to this thing? That's another question I have. Like take a look at it. Why is there so much underglow? Like there's so much blue underneath it. It looks like it's kind of like floating
Uh,
there. It doesn't look like it's actually part of the controller, which I
again,
don't
that
like.
could just be images and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just
Again, I don't game enough to bother buying a PlayStation anyway, so I'm not gonna get a hands-on feel unless I go to an arcade, unless I go somewhere to try it out,
mhm.
something, right?
Yeah.
Or I go to a friend's house and they have it, and you aren't enough of a PlayStation gamer to,
Mhm.
I don't know, actually, you make that opinion, but knowing you, you're probably not gonna spend the money on a play PS5 when you barely
Nope.
use your PS4.
Nope.
So I don't think either of us are gonna have a hands-on experience of it.
No, I'm gonna buy like the Xbox Series X. Maybe we'll see how that goes. Right now, I'm focusing on honestly just saving up enough money so I can eat out in college and university, making sure I have enough money for that when I get in. Right now, I'm mostly just using my PC, but we'll get to our personal lives a little bit later. Why? What's so funny now?
Pay so you can eat out.
Yeah, so I can. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh
Sorry.
my god. Alright. PS5
Okay.
sucks.
Okay. Now, keeping in the gaming
Keeping in
news,
the
you
gaming
wanted
news.
to talk about the other game that's getting
I don't want to talk anymore.
remastered.
You're just gonna keep making sex jokes all the time.
Did we end up talking about? Oh yes, we did last time. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Sorry. Move on. So
Yep.
another game that's getting remastered. Go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna. I was gonna link it to the Call of Duty thing, but yeah. New game that's getting remastered. I'm super hyped for this one. I know a buddy of mine, Big Tuna. Shout out to him. He's gonna be really excited for this one because we played this game a lot in high school, and actually when we got out of high school, we played that. We played it a lot. Saints Row 3 or Saints Row the Third, as it's supposed to be called. It's just Saints Row 3. So Saints Row 3, I think, is like the second best game in the series. Saints,
Hmm.
Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3. I haven't played Saints Row 1 yet, but Saints Row 4 is the worst of them by far because the story just is meh. But Saints Row 3, you land in a new place called Steelport, and you just go around, you kill three gangs and stuff like that, and you're celebrities instead of gang members.
Hmm.
Well, you're gang members, but you're celebrities as well. So because
Yeah.
you sold out your brand, but I really loved this game. I thought it was super fun. It introduced me to Kanye West with the song Power. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's
Yeah.
amazing song, and there's a moment in the game where you're supposed to be crashing this house party to take over the tower as your own, and you like jump out of this chopper, but before it starts happening, Kanye West's Power comes on. You just start flying down, and it's unreal. It's amazing. This is
Hmm.
one of the greatest scenes in video games by far. But yeah, it's supposed to be released in May and will come to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. on May 22nd, is what it says.
Hmm.
This game was released in 2011, so 9 years later, it's getting a rework. So shout out to them. I hope they don't fuck it up too much. But apparently, according to this website, which I'm believing is American, the full package will cost $40. So Canadian, that's about $55-$60.
Hmm.
I'd say that's pretty worth it. $60 for this game plus all of its DLC. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Include the remastered versions of the game's 3 expansion packs and its Sundry DLC. Um, yeah, so for $60, I'd say that's pretty worth it. You get a lot out of it. You get to
Hmm.
like there's like customizable vehicles that are really awesome. You get to customize your guns. You get to customize your gang and stuff like that. If you want to feel like a gang leader, I would say Saints Row 2, but the online of it kind of sucks because it's an Xbox 360 PS3 title. So if you're looking for something to play through with a friend, I'd highly recommend this game. I can definitely say that the remaster, hopefully they don't fuck it up like what they did with Warcraft 3 Reforged, but this is Deep Silver and Volition, two companies that are kind of like in the dark, kind of like they're not really talked about too much, I feel. And yeah, they're a great company. They came out with a Saints Row franchise, so uh, I'm super hyped for this. I know Davis doesn't really care too much about it. Like, one day I'm gonna have to like, I'll give you my old Xbox, and then you can just like play some of these old games that I have. Oh,
If you
dude,
just give it to me, yeah,
yeah,
sure.
dude. If it's an old
Fuck it.
Xbox I don't use, then and if it works fine, then yeah, whatever. But here's a funny story that happened. So I was sitting at home one day and I was scrolling through Facebook, and an old coworker of mine, she was like, "Hey, does anyone have some of the old Xbox 360 Assassin's Creed games?" I
Yep.
said, "Yeah, I do." And she's like, "Can I come pick them up tomorrow?" I was like, "Absolutely." She's like, "All right, thanks." And then when she picked them up, she's like, I owe you a pizza." And I'm like, "Okay." So I told her what I wanted, and then she's like, "Well, it looks like it's your lucky day. It's buy one get one free." So I got 2 free pizzas for giving away Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 3, and Borderlands 2 for the Xbox 360. It's like $6 worth of games at this point. Because
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, what's the trade-off there?
yeah, it's
Like,
just
is it worth it?
it was worth it for her because she got the games, and I'm like, I honestly don't care if or when I get them back. As I'd like to have them back, but
Okay,
when it happens, it happens. And Borderlands 2, I could really give less of a fuck about. I have like
that's
the Xbox One version and shit like that. It's not a big deal.
that's totally the same thing with my buddy. He lent me um a couple books, and
Hmm.
like I don't read often enough to want to spend money on actually buying books.
Yeah.
But that's I think I mentioned this already. That's how I started reading um Elon Musk's book. That's the one I'm kind of slowly reading right now.
Hmm.
Now that I actually have time, like, but he lent me these books back before this semester school semester started, and I
Hmm.
didn't have time at all to even start. And now that we're at home, I'm reading a little bit more often.
Hmm.
So it's the same thing. He's just like, I'm like, hey, I probably should give these back to you, eh? And he's like, no, it doesn't matter. He's done reading them, especially since like it's a book. You're not gonna, not many people go back and reread a book
Yeah.
unless it's a nonfiction
Yeah, exactly, right.
or a fiction. I mean,
Yeah, but, like everyone like there are very few books that I've gone back and reread. I'm actually rereading the Alchemist series right now because I haven't actually finished the entire series. I've only read the first 3 books, so I want to go back and reread them. But yeah, books are something that you usually don't go back and reread. Video games, I'm pretty sure I went through Borderlands 2 like 20 or 30 times by this point. Like it's a fun game. It's so
yeah.
good, and like those are like I go back and play it, and it's just like I've only played with 2 characters. There's 6 in the game. I could still go back and replay them with the different characters. I just don't
Hmm.
feel like playing those characters. But yeah,
Yeah, especially since you're achievement hunter, so you like
hmm,
going back and
yeah, and getting
trying
all
for,
the achievements and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But even then, like that's a game I didn't even care about achievements. I was just having fun with it. I bought the DLCs. See, like I've started getting going away from achievement hunting. I'm more going towards games that I actually just enjoy playing and
Hmm.
like being competitive in. So like League of Legends, I'm really competitive in. I've been playing Minecraft as like a way to blow off steam, and then Warzone and Apex Legends to play with my friends. Like
Hmm.
that's what I'm doing right now. And Magic, of course, Magic the Gathering.
And magic.
It's so hard to play Magic online, but it's still fine. It's still fun.
It's
But
working.
yeah. Um, yeah, that's about all I care to say about Saints Row the Third. I'm glad it's
Hmm.
getting a remaster. I'm sad it's not Saints Row 2. I feel like a lot of people would like Saints Row 2 as well, but I think,
I heard that that one was more popular.
yeah, Saints Row 2, it was like Saints Row 1, but better graphics. Like, it still kept the same base and same city and stuff like that. It was just, it grew on a few things like mini games, customization, stuff like that, from what I
Hmm.
know of. And then Saints Row 3 kind of built on the customization, but they really dialed back on the story. Because it was like, instead of fighting three gangs, you're fighting one gang that's
Hmm.
unified as three gangs, which
Oh,
is really weird. It is not the greatest take on it, but I'll give them props for trying because they did okay with it, and the game was still fun anyways. But
yeah.
yeah, that's about all I care to say about that now. For the second time. All right,
Now we'll wait until GTA 4.
GTA
GTA
4,
4, GTA 4, and GTA 5. Those are the most popular of the GTA
GTA series,
games.
to get
Yeah.
remastered. I feel
Yeah.
like GTA 5 will never get remastered. I feel like GTA Vice City will get remastered before GTA 4.
Ooh.
There you
Yeah,
go.
especially since they're still both like decently new.
Yeah, I've
Like,
never played GTA Vice City, but anyways, let's get on to Call of Duty. So, of course, we love talking about Call of Duty here on the show. Davis is a huge fan. I've started
yep.
getting into it a little bit more. I played
Only game I play.
I played the open beta or the open online thing. So if you had Warzone, you could play online for the weekend. I had
Mm.
to say it was really fun, considering it was only one map and I got to play with like four of my friends. It was a lot of fun. Would I get into it for that? No, but I can definitely see people getting into it just for the multiplayer. So
What do you mean Warzone? Oh, I didn't even notice there was a free thing.
yeah, so
Oh.
you could play multiplayer from the Warzone, so you didn't have to actually buy the game. It was basically like a trial period
Uh,
for the weekend. It was also double XP, double weapon
oh.
XP,
Oh,
double
that's
prestige
why I
XP.
didn't notice it because I have the actual
Yeah,
game.
exactly, right? So there was like a specific playlist you can only play on one. It's like the firing range or whatever, the
Hmm.
training grounds or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a good map, but it's like it gets so old so quickly. If they threw in like three maps into rotation, I would have been happy with that. But
Mhm.
I can definitely see if you like Call of Duty, um, it's not as battlefieldy as I thought it was. It's boots on the ground. It's a little bit heavier, but it is a lot of fun. If you like Call of Duty, I would definitely recommend buying that and playing that because they're going to keep updating it instead of bringing out Modern Warfare 2 remastered online. So
Yeah,
do
like
that.
and they introduced new map again.
Hmm.
I was playing the other day and I was like, it's small me. I no idea what this one's called, but it's again it's another one they just download for free. Like I haven't
Yeah,
had to download a single map since buying the game.
exactly right.
Like,
So the reason we're talking about Call of Duty is Warzone, the popular battle royale mode that was way better than Blackout, that
mhm,
took over like Fortnite, Apex, all this shit. I'm just like splurting shit now because I think Warzone is the best battle royale on the market
mhm,
by far. But yeah, so they bring out Warzone and they decided to replace the trio mode with quads, so you can have four players in the lobby instead of three. Now, I could see everyone loving this decision. I absolutely could because instead of having three people, yeah, you get to have that fourth member. So my
mhm,
group of friends has four people. This is perfect for us because it's like cool. Let's all play together. So we all play
mhm,
quad. Meanwhile, people who only have three friends or like a group of six friends, now they're getting fucked over. It's like, cool. Now we have to either play with three and three to be a disadvantage, or to play four and two and have people swap off and stuff like that. So not
mhm.
everyone's happy with it. I can definitely see why, because the big answer is like with a lot of these battle royale games, it doesn't seem logical for them to be solos, duos, and like quads or trios. Uh, Unlike PUBG, which came out with it first, and then Fortnite. Those are the two that like had solos as its own mode, duos as its own mode, and quads as its own mode.
Mhm.
This only has solos and trios, and then they finally bring in quads, but they take out trios. It's just a big fuck you. See what
Yeah,
I did there? It's just a big
there's
fuck you.
there's already been a couple times when I'm playing trio and then someone else like wants to join and then they can't,
Hmm.
or I'm playing. There's been times that I'm playing and I kind of just I join and then I'm like, oh, then the person that's the party leader is like, oh, my other friend wants to play, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll back out because I met like I'm not super concerned about it. I'll just
Yeah,
go back to playing multiplayer. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll leave. So
yeah,
like, or there's times that I'm playing with like my brother-in-law and his brothers, the three of us, and then another friend wants to join. Like, so that's good that you could have that fourth, but yeah, getting rid of the three altogether is kind of annoying. Like I
yeah.
like it. Yeah, it should have that 1 3 or 4, 1 3 and 5 maybe or something like that.
It should have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4 and a 5. It
Yeah,
like and that should be honestly it, because I'm tired of being
yeah.
going into a game with two of us and then a third guy on the enemy team screws us over because we're playing duos. We think it's duos. It's no. We have to watch out for three people, so we're at a huge disadvantage.
Hmm.
Or people playing solos, especially when Warzone first came out, because it was only trios, right? So if you
Hmm.
wanted to play by yourself, haha, you're now at a disadvantage. You have to 1v3 every single team that you meet. So
Yeah,
you have to.
I tried doing that, and
Mhm.
as we know, I'm terrible at battle royales as is, but it
Mhm.
was even worse when I did that.
Yeah. So like that's the same thing with me. It's like I've tried playing PUBG solo, hate it. Fortnite, hate it. Battle Royale is not a single player mode for me. It is a
No.
multiplayer mode, but like I can see the appeal of it being single player and like going about it. It's just when it happens and you're forced to play against a team of three. Imagine you're playing team deathmatch. It's 1 against 3. Is that really fair? No, it's not. It's not very fair at all. So
Hmm.
yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of is fair. You're balancing the 1 versus 3. I can definitely see one person winning against that, because if they're
In
decent at
team
the game,
deathmatch, yeah, and like
yeah,
multiplayer, but in battle royale, hell no.
yeah, battle royale is a totally different dynamic because you can get yourself up, you can get other people up. There's airstrikes, UAVs, like
Hmm.
tons of different guns and stuff, and you can have like the most unlucky drop. You could be stuck with an RPG with no ammo and a shotgun, and someone over the hill was able to get enough money to buy a loadout drop, and it's just sniping you.
Yeah,
It just doesn't. Yeah.
which would happen regardless of whether it's one person, 30 people, or four, whatever it may be. But at least with more people on your team,
Mhm.
you have the someone like to help you out, give a new gun, give new weapons, what have you, right?
Yeah,
You feel a
exactly.
little bit better. So I
Y-
do see why they're trying to make it for people, but yeah, I agree with you. It should have that 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Like
Yeah.
if you have the day that you want to try and play against 1v1s
Yeah.
or one versus, if you can do it. If you
Yeah.
have more friends together that want to play it, like say I wanted to join you and your other friends, right?
Yeah.
It makes
Where
it
there's
more
four of
difficult.
us online and the Davis wants to join. It
Yeah,
like it's rumored that there
it
are
happened.
going to be quintuples coming in, so you
Yeah.
can come over and play with us. However, right now it's not an option, which is stupid because Call of Duty at this point is such an established franchise, and what I don't understand, and I still do not understand this, I don't get how there is so much lag in these games. The player base has gone down at this point just a little bit, but you know, how is there constant server drops at this point? Like with this game.
Oh yeah, it does happen. And yeah,
Yeah. And it's like,
right.
yeah, it can happen with a lot of other games as well, but it's happening with all games, which is why I named this episode Coronavirus Week 4 Stuck Inside Video Games Are Getting Worse. Like, it just doesn't. I don't get it. Can someone please explain to me how this is happening? Like, and I get that's just because everyone's online is causing
I was just
strain and
gonna
everything like that.
Yeah,
It's
I was
just
just
like,
gonna say that more people online than usual.
hmm but it's like I feel like it can't take
But
that long to install servers.
yeah, I couldn't. Well,
It's like a 2 or 3 man job, which you can do. It's just annoying. But I'm just complaining because, god damn it, I just want to play my video games. Blah blah blah. Xbox has been terrible because I can't join a party using my computer on when I used to be able to before. Yeah, my friend can, and I have a way better computer than he does. Yet it's just the Xbox Live servers don't work. Parties don't work properly. Call of Duty Warzone doesn't work properly. Keeps kicking people out. Servers keep crashing. It's it's an annoying mess that needs to be fixed, and I hope to God that like people can be brave enough that are just like, cool, okay, I will like let's find a way to make the servers or add the servers here, and then we can try and stabilize them from home, something like that. I don't know.
mm, Yeah.
if they do those
The
beautiful
one thing that this
bastards
is
will get
making,
millions of dollars.
one thing that this is kind of making me think of, holy shit, first world
Yeah,
problems.
literally. This is like the
like,
first world problems.
like, like, yeah, you don't comparing other people's problems. Everyone has the right to be pissed off at whatever they're pissed off at, right? But
Hmm.
it's just like, yeah, COVID is affecting the whole world, and there are places in the world that don't even have internet at all.
Yeah,
And here we are. But
here we are
again,
complaining.
whatever. Everyone's gonna complain. You like everyone gets pissed off. I'm not saying that you're wrong for complaining. Like you're allowed
Yeah.
to complain because hell, I complain too,
Hmm.
right? But I have that small little thing in the back of my head of like, well, okay,
Yeah. I know the answer. It's just because it's like, yeah, it before when like Call of Duty Warzone was a thing, it didn't have like 50% of its players there. It had 50% of its players at work, doing jobs, going outside, shit like that. But now everyone's home, everyone's secluded. They're like, what are we gonna do? Video games are the answer. And it's not just this as well, it's League of Legends as well. And I know they're prioritizing their esport division over us because they're still trying to make money off of the esports. Like, they just had the playoff game today. Uh, Fucking 100 Thieves through the game made me lose against a friend. So, like, the two teams that were playing is a team called TSM and a team called 100 Thieves. We were both cheering for opposite teams, and his team won. And I'm fucking pissed off at 100 Thieves. Cody's son, you son of a bitch. Fucking Ryoma, how do you throw this shit? But anyways, it's annoying. But like,
okay,
League of Legends is prioritizing the esports because that's people are still watching it. People have time to watch it,
yeah,
compared to like the online like game itself for the
hmm
most part. Because it's like, as much as they make money off of the game, they make way more money out of the esports, and the esports has to kind of continue because
yeah. It's
they
the
are.
business model.
Yeah, exactly. They're sponsored by like State Farm and Mastercard and stuff like that. Kia, I think, is a Kia. It's Kia or Honda. Kia is LAC. But yeah, so they have to keep that. So I can understand that, but it's like I don't really see any Call of Duty tournaments going on. But then again, I haven't been really searching for it. But also just like, what the fuck, Call of Duty
Yeah,
and
get your
Xbox
shit together.
and Xbox as well. This is unacceptable. This has been going on 2 weeks, and I haven't seen anyone complaining about PS4 party chat or anything like that. Like, I don't get it. Apparently, it's just Xbox problems. But how about we end this? How about we end with a laugh? Because I found this a while ago, and I thought it was the most hilarious thing on the planet. So I was looking. What the fuck is this? I was oh yeah, there you go. So I was looking around on Twitter, and I found this article, and I sent it to Davis, and I think like we're both a little confused on this. So, Lego Mario set already receives a negative review, and the set's not even out yet. The Lego Mario
Hmm
product line isn't even out yet. Someone, like, people are leaving positive reviews of it because it's like, yeah, this is what I want, this is what my kids want. But somebody left a negative review of it. So here's what the negative review is. Um, Somebody on April 7th, 2020, Sonic1111, that's the name, said, purchase for friend. I want Sonic sets, not Mario, because Sega is cool. I'm a Sonic fan. And then he rated it 3.0 on play experience, 2.0 level difficulty, value for money is 2.0. But it, like, how are you gonna bash
What?
this? How are you gonna bash this? It's
Either it's a little kid or it's
it's
someone
definitely a kid.
trolling.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a kid. Like, I've had my fair share of trolls. This is definitely a kid. Like, the improper spelling, the I'm a Sonic fan exclamation points and stuff like that. I don't know. This just seems very childish. And besides, Lego is a child's like product,
hmm
so. But like, come on, that's it's hilarious. It's adorable. But like, how you gonna
It's
do
a
Lego dirty like that? It's like it's not even out yet, and it's like,
hell. Yeah,
and
that'd
I
be a
hope I hope like the parents come back from this lesson and they're like, hey, listen, it's okay to leave reviews on stuff, especially negative reviews, but you can't just give something a negative review because you wanted something different. There's a difference between, hey, they're coming out with a Lego Mario product, but I'm a Sonic fan, therefore I hate this, and I'm gonna bash it as much as I can, compared to like, yeah, this Saints Row 4 game is more of a superhero game than it is a Saints Row game, I'm gonna bash it because it's not a Saints Row game.
Do you, do you remember back? I want to say in like 2016 or something. There was this video and stuff that was trending on Facebook. It was like around Christmas time,
Hmm.
and it was talking about how kids are like super overly privileged and whatever, and it
Absolutely.
was like freakouts of kids that got the wrong color iPhone or whatever.
Yeah.
This is what that reminds me of. It's like people freaking out, getting mad over something that's so amazing, but it's not 100%. Like it's 98% awesome.
Yeah.
So they're saying it's trash.
Yeah, and I
Like,
definitely will say this. I have been one of those overprivileged kids because I have whenever I want something, I always want this specific brand or something. But that's because in my mind, like in my mind, it's quality wise. Like I want Lego, not Mega Bloks. Mega Bloks back then was super shit that it wouldn't even put itself together. Like Lego was a superior product, and I would say what I would want. But when I got Mega Bloks, I would get upset because it's like I told you this for months now, and I know like yes, I like Halo, but Lego is the important part. Mega Bloks had Halo, which was cool, but I would return every Mega Block set I got because it was god awful and would never
mm,
work with any of my stuff. Now I've heard it's way better, and now I kind of want to try it out. I want to do a test on it, but like that's me personally. I've been one of those overprivileged kids. It's like this isn't exactly how I wanted, but I've also been on the other side of it where yes, I instead of getting a hoodie that I liked, my parents were like, yeah, let's get him this hoodie, and they got me this hoodie, and I like it. I like this hoodie now. I've started to grow accustomed to it, but at first I was just like, I didn't want this one, right?
mm,
And this was a year ago, a year or two ago. Like that was me when I was 19, 20 years old. I mean, but like kids nowadays, they're like, I wanted NBA 2020. It's like, sorry, they only had an NBA 2019. It's like the parents try putting in the effort. It's just that they physically can't meet the expectations, and the child is just like, it's super simple. How could you not do this? Kind of thing. It's just one
mm.
number and stuff like that. It's just one game. So, yeah, I can definitely see like kids today being overprivileged, and I totally agree with that. So,
Yeah. And the comment that I made when we were talking about this earlier, hey, you already won. Sonic movie is miles ahead
uh,
than the Mario movie, so stop complaining.
it's just yeah, the best thing that I ever saw in the Yoshi or in the Mario movie was Yoshi being a raptor. Like, yeah, I get it, but like, why would you have to do this? It just doesn't.
I actually haven't seen the Mario movie. I just know that it's terrible from
I haven't seen it fully, but it's terrible. Yoshi's a
yeah.
realistic raptor, and it's just like my thoughts of Yoshi just went, hmm.
I think now how video game movies are starting to do better, like since 2018.
Yeah.
Like Tomb Raider was good. Detective Pikachu,
Mhm.
Sonic. We might be getting back and forth. We might be getting an Uncharted movie. I
Mhm.
think that now that they're actually starting to be pretty good throughout for the most part.
Yep.
They're still bad ones like Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
but I think now would be a good time to actually make a Mario movie and actually make as long as they do. I think they would have to do it kind of like Detective Pikachu style. Like they couldn't make it um
Fully
you know
realistic.
fully real, like Uncharted, where it would be a real person or
Mhm.
something like that, right? It wouldn't really work like that. They would have to make a feature length 3D movie or something like that,
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, kind of like Detective Pikachu or something. It wouldn't, you know but I think now, yeah, now would be the better point in time to be doing something like that.
Yeah, exactly. This is the time, this is the plate. Well, not right now, but when this COVID shit is over, like now I think would be a great time to be like, okay, maybe now it's time to make the Mario movie, right?
Good time to pitch it.
It's a good
There
time
we
to
go.
pitch it. It's a good time to make it. It like you have all the actors in the world that are like, yeah, I'd probably want to be a part of this. Fucking put The Rock as as Bowser. That would be hilarious. The Rock would be so down for to be the Bowser. Are you kidding
Or
me?
Donkey Kong.
Or Donkey Kong. Ooh, I could see that. That would be pretty awesome. Just like, and who would be Mario? That would be. Danny DeVito. There you go. Danny
No.
DeVito as Mario. I can just imagine fucking Danny DeVito as Mario, just like sitting down with Luigi. Is like, so you know how Bowser captured the princess. So, anyways, I started blasting like fucking Danny DeVito style. That would be hilarious, but that's not gonna happen. I have no idea who I would pick as Mario, but Nintendo is
If
good
we
on
have
what they
Dwayne
do.
Johnson, it would be Kevin Hart, but you know
Kevin
that
Hart as who?
as Mario, especially since he's shorter.
Luigi would be The Rock. I don't know. I feel like you could bring in
I
like
don't know. I
I
have
don't know.
no idea. I just kind of said that randomly, just because the Rock and Kevin Hart
Yeah,
are
a duo.
together in movies all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, Nintendo has a really good like track record of keeping things like perfect. Like Super Mario Odyssey was basically perfect. Like all of their games are basically perfect.
Luigi's Mansion
Luigi's Mansion,
series were good. Yeah,
yep,
Mario. I
Zelda.
remember Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine was really good, and that's the thing too is that instead of them doing a Pokemon movie and base it off of Ash or whomever, they did it off of a different style, like still Pokemon, but it's a different style Pokemon game. So
Mhm.
I think if they did something like that with Mario, it would be good too.
Yeah.
Instead of it doing just specifically Mario and saving the princess or whatever, if they dove into a slightly different world or a different Mario game,
Mhm.
like obviously, I was gonna say I was gonna say paper Mario, but I'm like, no, that would be weird.
Yeah. So
But yeah, you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
they have so many different versions of the game that they probably could choose from.
yeah, and I've seen some pictures of this the Lego Mario sets, and they're pretty much a knockout so far. Like I personally wouldn't buy them because I don't have room for them, and I don't really care for it too much. But I know kids that would buy it. It's just like they would have fun with it. They would love creating their own levels out of Lego, adding their
Hmm.
own like things like treasure blocks and other obstacles and stuff like that. Like that would be a lot of
Trump,
fun.
yeah, exactly. And because it's a Lego, you can incorporate anything you want. So you could
Yeah,
have Mario fighting Darth Vader.
yeah, like that would be super cool. But yeah, see, and that's part of the reason. Like, if when I start going to Grant McEwen, I know like one of the companies that I want to apply for is Nintendo. Another one being Riot Games, who makes League of Legends, because they both have awesome like marketing tools and stuff like that. They make awesome music and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say for that. My brother just texted me asking if I wanted to order pizza, maybe tomorrow.
So yes.
Of course, but yeah. Anyways, let's talk about what we've been up to as of late. Are you still working?
Yeah, and I actually have an interview for a new job tomorrow too.
Nice. Where at?
So I'm still working, quote unquote. Mark's is closed down,
Mhm.
but I'm one of the few people that go into the store like twice a day.
Yeah.
We just go in and just like check, make sure the lights are still good,
Yeah.
that everything's. So doing that. So I'm getting paid for that, and they're still paying us like our average salary and everything.
Mhm.
But so yeah, I'm technically kind of still working, but yeah, I'm going for an interview tomorrow to work for Walmart.
Isn't
Doing
Walmart shutting down though?
No, they're still staying open. Like they've been running quite well because they're essential because of groceries and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but I heard that
So
Walmart was like shutting down or something like that. I thought there were news stories. My mom went to the Walmart near Beaumont, and apparently they're only letting 50 people in at a time to shop, and you only go down one side of the aisle, and that's it. So
that's not a surprise. I saw Superstore was doing the same thing.
yeah,
That
exactly right.
so and that also might just be your Walmart specifically because
Yeah,
Walmart's such a huge company.
yeah.
But the job I'm applying for wouldn't require any of that any like deal with any of that anyway because it's like unloading and stuff like that. It's at night
Oh,
shifts. Yeah,
nice.
so it's doing 12 a.m. to like it's not it's the hour gap is 12 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yeah,
So whatever time frame in there.
yeah.
But
The
yeah,
graveyard
doing
shift.
nights.
Jesus.
Yeah, it wouldn't as of right now. Oh well,
Yeah,
like
it's money.
yeah, exactly. It's extra money and whatever. I'm normally up until like 2 o'clock in the morning anyway, so
So there you go.
and might as well get some extra money and even when I in May when I do start my final class for school, it's gonna be during the evening, so I'll be awake anyway. So
Yeah,
sleep during the day, it kind of will mess up my life a
yeah,
little bit, but
a little
eh.
bit, but yeah, you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, I am. I'm currently still working. As of right now, education assistants have until April 30th, and I think we all get laid off or some shit like that. Sucks, but I mean, what are you gonna do, right? There's not really much use for us if the kids aren't around.
Hmm.
So
You can only
yeah,
do so much cleaning.
exactly, right? Like I'm still doing a lot of that and stuff like that. And even my boss was just like, "Man, we're running out of stuff to do," and I'm like, "That's good." Then it's like, if I get laid off earlier, but I still get paid for it, I'm not too upset about it. But
Hmm.
like it just really sucks to be put in the situation where it's like, yeah, you're working, but obviously you're going to be laid off, right?
Hmm.
And I've had that twice in 1 year. I've had to work where it basically was working until I
Oh,
got laid off.
yeah.
Yeah, so it sucks, but oh well. I've been playing a lot of video games. I haven't been streaming still. I'm still like trying to get into the headspace of it. I'm like as much as I want to stream League of Legends, I know it's a really really saturated market. Like let me look
Hmm.
at Twitch right now. Cuz League of Legends has like and TFT and stuff like that. Um let me see if I can find. League of Legends has 116,000 viewers. Huh. Oh my god. What the fuck? The new game that just came out from Riot Games called Valorant, which is their FPS, has 904,000 viewers. Like, Jesus
That
Christ.
seems like a lot.
Yeah. Well, okay, Summit 1G has 251,000 viewers right now. Pokimane, XQC. Yeah, it's literally all of the biggest streamers got beta keys, so now they're just playing it. It honestly just looks like a shitty version of Overwatch and CSGO
Well,
combined.
and speaking about streamers, I did see again something I didn't click into, but it just showed up on my feed.
Hmm.
Apparently Ninja is quitting something and going. He's quitting Call
Mixer?
of Duty
Oh,
something.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't know. I that was just again didn't click into it, but it was just something I kind of saw.
Hmm.
I don't know how important that is to people like you, but
Yeah.
by people like you, I mean people that like to watch streaming.
Yeah. I honestly don't really give a shit about what Ninja plays, unless of course it's like for a reason. Like I hate those stupid articles that are like, Doctor Disrespect is quitting Call of Duty because it's a baby game. Like shut the fuck up. It's not a fucking news story. Okay? He doesn't want to play Call of Duty because he's a little baby rager. That's fine. That's what I see Doctor Disrespect is. If he doesn't want to play it, I respect it. If he wants to play it, I don't fucking care. Like,
Hmm.
it doesn't make a fucking difference to me.
But
Like,
the
same with Ninja.
thing
But, like,
is, they're getting clicks from like teenagers that follow that specific person.
yeah.
Therefore, they get right. So that's
Yeah.
what they have to do. That's what you know.
Hmm. I
You
don't
have
know.
to do that type of things when you're doing. I don't. I'm just gonna say IGN
Yeah.
for example, right?
Yeah, they're going to click IGN because it's like, I don't mind IGN because, they do have some decent stuff, but I still hate them because they're like, their game reviews are awful. They're like, that's the problem with most big game reviewers like GameSpot. They're fucking terrible. It's
Oh,
like,
it's just like movie reviewers too.
a movie.
Totally the same
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Like,
You
and
you
big
never trust the
critics.
reviewer.
Yeah, you never.
Well, okay, that's not true. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you do, but like a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, based off of the games Pokemon Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald,
Mm-hmm.
when they give the remakes of those games a 7.2 because they said, "Hey, this game has too much water and too many hidden machines," then you know that they're morons. They're stupid because okay, there's water in it because it's a water-centric region. That's just
Mm-hmm.
part of the game. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
even like that there's that much water. It's just like, yeah, there's one or two towns that are in water. Unless you get stuck in there for 8 years, there's not too much water. The game is 80%, 85% land. IGN, you fucking mopeds. Like, God damn it! You called them mopeds because they're stupid, stupid, stupid machines that nobody likes.
Okay,
No,
I was just
nobody
literally
with
just about to ask you
nobody
where
with
did you get a moped from?
self-respect rides a moped. I don't know.
Except for Italians.
I'm kidding, of course. The fucking mopeds are better than IGN, but I digress. They're it's so dumb, and I hate like game reviewers. I remember I saw in Video Game Donkey's video about game critics. Somebody played through half of the Crash Bandicoot remake
Yeah, we were
and then
talking
put
about
up the
this.
review, and it's just like, you're as a reviewer, you should be playing through the whole thing at least once,
Hmm.
then give us your view.
Speaking
It
of reviews, I did watch Birds of Prey.
is it good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Ooh.
I again, actually, let me just check quickly. I wonder what the results are for it, but
Hmm.
let me see.
But
Yeah, it's not doing super good. IMDb gives it a 6.2 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 78, and Metacritic 60. So not super high, but the 82% of people liked it. So
hmm
of fans. So me like I it's definitely a very different stylized type of movie. Like
hmm
kind of the same, almost like the feel of Thor Ragnarok,
yeah.
almost. Um,
For those that don't
I
know, Birds of Prey is the Harley Quinn movie.
yes.
So just saying. But anyways, continue.
Okay, yeah. So, that was just something I remembered I wanted to talk about this last episode because I saw it like last week. But um, yeah, I liked it. I liked the style of it. There were some parts that are like, okay, totally pointless, weird, but it still kind of had the kind of flashy name tags and stuff like that of like Suicide Squad,
Hmm
but not as dumb. I don't know. I think it actually had a somewhat good story to it.
hmm
And there is one character, I'm not going to ruin it, but the one character, you remember your story elements that talks about Ghost as being one of the story
Yep.
elements?
Do they not have it?
I so I'm going to explain this a little bit to people. So story elements are things that your characters have to your story has to have to make your story and characters good and relevant to make it realistic.
To make it
The
a good
ghost,
story.
yeah, the ghost is the item that is like it haunts you. It's what's haunting your past.
Hmm
There's a character in the movie that has a really good ghost. That's all I'm gonna say without spoiling it, just because I
Ooh.
want you, because it's actually like the one character's ghost is actually really good in this, and
hmm
if you watch it, you'll know which character I'm talking about. So
Well, I'll have to check it out. It's what is
yeah,
it on? Is it on anything yet, or is it still
no, I don't
no?
know. Yeah, I rented it on you can rent it.
Yeah, you can
But
rent it. Yeah,
yeah,
I might. I was gonna. What have I been watching? I watched Community. I'm on season 6 already, and I have to say, after season 4, yeah, it fucking falls flat.
told you.
Dude, it's bad
I,
because they get rid of Donald Glover and Nicole Brown, so
mhm.
Shirley and Troy Barnes, and then
Mhm.
Pierce dies, like Chevy Chase dies. Sorry, if you haven't seen it at this point, the show's like
Community's a
12 years old.
yeah,
So
it's from
suck a
like
dick,
2010.
suck a dick. I should have called spoiler alert before, but whatever. Like spoiler alert now. But yeah, the rest of the rest of the series, it's just really bad. They play an advanced game of Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like it's so
Oh yeah,
boring.
it's Neil about Fat Neil.
Yeah, that's the Fat Neil one. That one's really
Yeah,
good. The one
yeah.
after it with the guy from Breaking Bad, like the cleanup guy. I can't remember his name,
Oh, I don't know. I
but his
never
name
watched
is like
Breaking Bad, and I don't remember much of Community.
yeah,
After,
but
yeah.
yeah, and then Chang getting or Ken Jeong or gets
Hmm.
Changnesia. Like holy fuck, what a stupid like plot point. It's
Yeah.
so dumb.
And do you know what's annoying about that?
Hmm
Is that the directors of like the best MCU movies,
hmm
the Russo brothers, are the guys who created that show.
Yeah.
So alongside Dan Harmon, the creator of Rick and Morty. Or so sorry, he created it. The Russo brothers are the main like kind of main directors of it. Sorry,
Okay.
that's what I meant. Not
Yeah,
created it.
but the
Um,
It
so you have two really good, powerful minds, but like the show, that's the best example of a show that's good and then just completely
falls
crash and
off.
burns.
Yep.
Like there's some shows that go up and down, but like that just went like
Just
hardcore.
straight down,
Yeah,
nosedive into oblivion. Like
and that's
it's
why even though it showed up on Netflix, I'm not even bothering watching it because, like I said, I watched it not too long ago, and it's not worth it.
it just seems really dumb. So like, and I still enjoy it. There are still some funny jokes and stuff like that, but it definitely doesn't have the same feel, especially without Donald Glover and Nicole Brown. They add
Hmm.
in these three like random characters, and the reason that they stay at the school doesn't really make much sense. It's like, yeah, our we suck, so like our degrees got us nothing, so let's go back and get more degrees from the school that means nothing, and let's try and save this school
Hmm.
instead of like letting it die out or making it. And they try and make it better, but they still are. There's so many problems, but oh well. That like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna tell you guys anything about Community, it's watch until season 4, and then after that, just give up because it's like
Hmm.
all of your favorite characters are not the same for the most part. Like
And yeah, I think Chevy Chase and almost well, okay, well, off the top of my head, almost everyone from that show has been in the MCU. Every actor has, or in a Marvel movie, not necessarily MCU, but
mm-hmm.
in a Marvel movie. Just random trivia
Chevy
on that.
Chase has.
Has not. He's the only one that has not of the main cast. Oh, and the chick who plays Berta. Uh,
Britta. Oh,
Britta, yeah, she
yeah.
hasn't been either, but everyone else has at least been in a Marvel movie, not necessarily MCU, but Marvel.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I have to Google that now. I know Donald Glover was in
Don,
Homecoming.
yeah, he was in Homecoming. The guy who plays Abed was in either no Winter Soldier. The guy who
Who's
plays
Wait, was he? Who was he?
yeah, he plays a shield agent in Winter Soldier. Um, the guy who plays the dean was in um, I think it's he plays in the college. I think he interacts with Iron Man. I don't remember which movie it is. I think it's Age of Ultron.
Hmm. Oh,
Um,
the Dean is, yeah. Look at that.
yeah.
Every single Community
Um,
cameo in the MCU. Oh,
yeah.
perfect. Now, okay,
Yeah, if
there we
that
go.
Nicole Brown was in Infinity War or
Yeah.
Endgame. No, Endgame, I mean.
Hmm.
And what's his name? The main character of Community, Jeff. I don't know his name. He
Yeah.
wasn't in the MCU, but he was in Marvel. He played in Spider-Man 2,
Brie
like
Larson.
the
Who's
original. Uh,
I have to.
Brie Larson is the actress
Who's
who
Captain
plays
Marvel?
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, but who is she in Community?
Oh, I didn't know she was even in Community.
Let me. Oh, she was Abed's girlfriend. Oh, gotcha.
Ah,
Okay.
see, I don't remember that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Donald.
basically everyone besides yeah, Chevy Chase, because even Chang, he was in Infinity War.
Yeah, he was in Endgame.
No,
Uh,
Infinity War. Oh no,
this
yeah.
says Endgame. Fairly into the early into
Yeah,
the
no,
movie.
yeah, you're right. Endgame. Yeah, Endgame.
Appears as a security guard at the storage facility. There you go. And yeah, I remember
Oh,
Yvette Nicole Brown was she was in Endgame as well.
yeah, in
She's
the elevator.
in the elevator. That
Hmm.
like that's so cool. I didn't even realize that. Well,
Yeah, that's because the Russo brothers were directors on that show. Were
mhm.
like the main directors on that show, and they're the main like kind of main directors of decent amount of like two out of the three of Captain America movies
Mhm.
and Endgame and Infinity War for sure. I don't know if they've done other ones, but I know those are the ones that they have done.
Mhm. Dude, Donald Glover's amazing. I was literally listening to 3005 by Childish Gambino before we started recording this. And guess
Huh.
what? As soon as I hop into editing this thing, I'm still gonna listen to it because it's fucking great. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode of the M3 podcast. I think this is
Yeah.
a well done episode. So yeah, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter and all of that good stuff. Links down in the description, as well as all the links for everything below. So if you want to go see what happened with Ezra Miller, or you want to see the PS5 controller, you know what? I'm not even gonna link it. Just fucking Google PS5 controller. It's not that
Yeah.
hard, guys. But if you want to see the Saints Row the Third remaster announcement, Call of Duty Warzone, and what's going on, and you want to see that hilarious Lego Mario review, and I'm gonna link the community in Endgame, the community in Avengers as well, because I thought that was really really cool. I did not know that.
And my new video that I posted the other day.
There you go.
I posted a new video on my personal channel too.
There you go. We will link it
Check it
down in the
out.
description. So I have to make a note of that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and follow us on anywhere that you are listening to this. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.
Bye. Thank you for listening, everyone. If you like this podcast, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. All the links will be in the description below. Thanks again.